All right, here's a big word for you, steganography.
Hmm.
It's another really cool method of hiding data. We are taking one piece of information and hiding another piece inside of it. Now, I'll give you an example. You could take a picture and put a message inside the picture that only one other individual could decode. We can hide data inside of pictures, sound recordings, or even on the disk itself.
Wow, that is true. But there are also legitimate uses for steganography, such as digital watermark being used by a company to verify that it is their copyright. It is digitally signed in a way that it's inside their copyrighted data, program, or picture without affecting the item itself, but can be found by the company that put it there. The areas within these files that have data that doesn't change the way the picture looks or change the way the song sounds are generally called white bytes. It's just data that doesn't matter. Now, steganography can be used as a way to make a substitute for a one-way hash value, or it could be used to take notes to online images to maintain confidentiality of valuable information.
That's a good point. Yeah, but you know what? Sadly, it also has been used by criminals to share information back and forth using everyday communication channels such as Facebook. A criminal places a picture on the web, and their colleague grabs the picture, utilizes some of the tools available, decodes the message inside. So,
Naturally.
yeah.
Now, fortunately, there are a number of tools, both freeware and commercial programs, that will allow us to hide text inside of various files. Some of these tools will even tell you the maximum amount of data that you can put inside of an image. They will also allow you to encrypt your message rather than just hide it there. You do have to have the same tool used to hide the message as the one used to remove the message in most cases. Cryptobola and Gift Shuffle both work well as stenography tools.
And you know what the best thing is, Laura? The very best thing, because this is so popular amongst criminals, there have been forensic companies that have developed tools to help us detect the use of steganography.
Wow.
StegaDetect from Outguess and StegoSuite from Whetstone Tech are both great tools. And this is not something you're going to prevent unless you can stop the installation of some of the programs needed to perform these activities. Now, most of the time we are testing for the use of steganography after a crime is committed. In all of our environments today, we have critical information that we need to protect. We blocked access to social media, internet chatting, and other internet sites. And even more than this, we implement systems to monitor our users' emails so that we can verify whether or not users are leaking any sensitive data. But even with all of these measures being taken, we can end up finding out that the data has been leaked. Now, we can be at a loss as to how this can happen. It would be a simple answer such as steganography. So let's take a look at it. Here we have installed a program called SilentEye. This program can hide information inside many different types of media. So let's go grab a picture from the sample pictures here provided by Windows. Now, so the user simply grabs any picture and places it right into the program. Then they simply press encode, and now they can enter a message that they want to share with others. Now, you do this, but remember that this would generally be used to share data between two criminals, or in this example, he's going to share data with a competitor or other thief that wants your sensitive data. Now, we could write a simple message in here, or we can even append a file to this picture, but of course that will depend upon the size of the file, because in this particular picture that we're looking at right now, we do not have a lot of extra space. Notice here we have 1,531 octets available, and that's total. So that is dependent upon the original media as to how much space is available for your added data. We can protect the file with the password, and you can also, down here, you'll notice on the bottom, encrypt the file right here. So even if someone on the security team or an administrator figures out that this user is leaking data through a picture, he would not be able to look at that actual data because it is encrypted and password protected. Now, one thing I want you to do, notice here, on the encryption, we can choose AES 256 or 128. Now, we choose to encode and wait patiently as it finishes its job. Now it is done, and we have a new picture here on the desktop. This is the one that we will send to the competitor or thief. So let's go ahead and open this picture up, and of course it opens in the exact same program that we encoded it inside. The thief or competitor would need this exact same program and the passphrase. We choose to type the password, decode the picture, and again, we will wait patiently. And now we see our message decoded. Now at this point you may be asking, if we did not have this program installed, what would the picture look like, or could you even view it at all? Now the picture will look and feel the exact same. You can open it with any picture editor and do any work to it that you want to. It will not affect the message in the message, and it will not affect the picture itself. So that's that.